Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. So, in the previous video, we stopped at planned cities. Okay, we were learning about the land use. Now, in today's video, we are going to cover two parts mainly the 712 extract and the property card. Okay, so you might have realized that in different countries, the percentage under various land uses differ. As we have learned, according to the necessity or according to their needs, accordingly they use the land. Based on the availability of the land, population of a country, its quality and needs, land uses types vary. In Japan, for example, the percentage of land use forest is more, and the percentage of land under permanent agriculture is very low. As compared to that of India, the percentage of land under forest is low, while the percentage of land under permanent agriculture is high. Obviously, we know that in India, agricultural land is more. Okay. Now, this is how in various countries, depending on the needs, depending on the area, depending on the other factors, the land use is done. Okay. Now, this 712 extract, what is it we are going to learn? Now, children, you all must have heard this word many times coming across your, you must have heard it that in Hindi it is called as सात बारह. Okay, एक particular area का सात बारह कैसे होएगा या what is सात बारह, that we are going to learn. That is 712 extract. Under land utilization, we have seen how land is put in different uses. The ownership of the land could be private or public. Okay, it can be under somebody's ownership, or it can be under the ownership of the government. Okay, so private or public. Land registration is in this context is done under the revenue department of the government. So land registration is done by whom? By the revenue department of the government. All the information about the registered land can be obtained from the revenue department in the 712 extract. Let us get some information about it. See, in the picture you can see this is a sample of the 712 extract. Okay. Now, once one can get to know under whose ownership the land is from 712 extract. The extract is a record kept by the Public Revenue Department. Serial number 7 and 12 are distinctive sections of the law pertaining to the ownership of the land. So, with the help of this 712 extract, we can come to know that whose ownership is the land with. Okay, now who is the owner of the land. The 7 by 12 extract is a kind of mirror about the land. This is because just by reading the extract sitting in one place, one can understand or get complete information about that piece of land without actually going there. The register of the revenue department records the details of the ownership rights of the family, status of debts and loans, transfer of ownership and the area under different crops. Village form number 7 and village form number 12 are combined to prepare as 7 by 12 extract. Hence it is termed as 7 by 12 extract. These village forms are available with the talati of every village for land and revenue collection purposes. So children, this 7 by 12 extract is very useful to get information about any particular land, as in whose land it is, by whom is it sold, then what is the area of the land, then is there any loan on that land, particular land, is the owner taken loan for particular land, uh, and then which family does it belong to, then what is the transfer of ownership, and etc. etc. So, with the help of these two forms, village form number 7 and village form number 12, this particular 7 by 12 extract is prepared. Okay. Now, see in the sample, you can see how is the 7 by 12 extract read. Now, first, occupant class 1 means the landowner which ownership rights are available through generations. This is ancestral property. Now see, when you see occupant class 1, that means, or you can understand that the owner of the land who has the rights of that particular land, which is coming from ancestors, that means from the grandfather, from grandfather's father, etc. So it is an ancestral property. Then you come to occupant class 2, means the land given by the government to marginal farmers or landless people. That means the government has given them this particular land for farming. Those farmers who are marginal, that means those who have no condition of purchasing a land, and those who are landless. Such land can be sold, leased, pledged, given as charity, or transferred only with the sanction of the district collector. Now see children, this property is like a gifted property to the farmer. So he can give it, sell it, or lease it, rent it, or give it as a charity, but it has to be done only with the sanction of the district collector. Okay, after once the district collector approves, then only they can sell it. Now below the under assessment, the amount of tax levied on the land is given in rupees and paise. So whatever amount is taken or given for the transaction of purchasing this land, that is also mentioned in the assessment. Okay, in other rights, the names of other joint holders are included. That means other than the owner, who else are with the owner who are owning the land. Okay, that is other joint holders. This also shows the status of loan taken for agriculture and whether they have been repaid or not. So whatever is the amount taken for the land, or is it paid fully, or there is some remaining amount which has to be paid, everything is mentioned in the other rights. Okay, I hope you all have understood the 7/12 extract. Now next topic for today is the property card. So now what is this property card? So children, you can see the sample on the screen. Ownership of non-agricultural land is recorded on the property card. Now this is about, we are talking about the non-agricultural land. Okay, this document showing ownership rights and the area of the property is made available from urban land records. It has the following information. Now what all information does the property card have? It has city, survey number, plot number, amount of tax, area of the property assessed, right to access, etc. So all these things are mentioned on the property card. Okay, now what things are mentioned? As in this document showing ownership rights, who's the owner of the land. Okay, firstly, then the area of the property, what is the area of the property, how far is the area covered, then which city does it come in, which city, then survey number, what is the survey number of the plot, then what is the plot number. Okay, then amount of tax, area of the property, how much is the full area of the property, etc. All these things, and right to access, that means who is the person who can deal with the property. Okay, so all of these are mentioned in the property card. I hope children you all have understood the lesson. So we have completed the land use chapter. I want everybody to go through the chapter and open the textbook and read it thoroughly. Okay, and I will be sending the notes. Thank you. Have a nice day.